Greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to y'all as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you another review of the Rocky franchise. This time, if you heard what I was doing, so to the music company and Survivor, please don't sue. I'm talking about the band Survivor. Please don't sue me for doing that. Into your song and what have you to this. The movie I'm going to review is Rocky 3 from 1982, released by United Artists. Once again, starring, written, and directed by old Sly himself, Sylvester Stallone. And once again, produced by Robert Charloff and Irwin Winkler. This, I'm going to say, I absolutely really think this is a good one. And of course, like the first one, this one, well, the last one, what have you, although you get the idea. This was released 3 years later after the previous one, just like it followed the original 3 years later. Anyway, also along in this back for the ride is, of course, Talia Shire, Burt Young, Carl Weathers, Burgess Meredith, and Tony Burton. And anyway, I'm going to say it's one of my faves of the franchise. So, let's see. Yeah. Now, I really say that this is a good movie, and I think it's really good. So anyway, let's get into this here review and what have you, because there's lots to be said about Rocky 3. Now, of course, this shows the footage of at the end of the last movie, with Rocky being Apollo Creed in the end. Well, and now Rocky is now the champion, the world heavyweight champion, that is. But now, unknown to him until later on, a new figure comes out onto the scene. Clubber Lang, played by Mr. T, who early the following year would get his start, become an even bigger star on TV's The A-Team as B.A. Baracus, and later on followed up with his own animated series that same year. Anyway, well, with all this, his fame, wealth, endorsements, and celebrity profile have increased. Rocky has led him to participate in an exhibition charity event against the world wrestling champion Thunderlips, played by Hulk Hogan himself. Yes. But I gotta tell you, I really did like that little opening sequence and what have you. That where we got to see, well, Rocky and what have you, and Clubber Lang's check out everything. And apparently his manager and trainer Mickey's been watching as well. Well, Clubber Lang's become an underground champion now. So, apparently, he's really got going on because, well, now, I would mention something else that cursed before this. Give me a second to figure it out. Let's see now. Yeah, because in the opening credits we hear the main theme to the movie, which is the song I was just doing. That was "I Have the Tiger" by the band Survivor. Again, please don't sue me. I don't want to get in trouble with you guys. I loved that song. But anyway, Clubber Lang is now the top contender. And he threatens and taunts Mickey, who's watching him in the audience, like, "I want Balboa! I want Balboa! You hear that, old man? You tell Balboa to come here. No one can beat me. You tell him what? You tell him what I said. And he's next. I'm gonna kill him. No one can stop me. You tell Balboa that. I'm coming after him. You tell him." Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't quite do Mr. T that well. So he wants to challenge Rocky now. Now, this was before we go to the little charity thing. And Adrian, now, who is Rocky's wife, her brother Paulie's at the bar watching him, and he's all drunk and what have you, and he's all tired of Rocky, and apparently he goes into an arcade and destroys the top of a Rocky pinball machine. Gets locked up and then soon gets released and what have you. Anyway, now Mickey's kind of worried that when he since he knows about Clubber Lang, and well, Rocky is publicly challenged by him as he appears an unveiling of a statue of himself at the stairway by the Philadelphia Museum of Art, just prior to announcing his retirement, but everybody doesn't want him to. But Lang reveals that he's the number one contender and wants Rocky to fight him. He accuses Rocky of intentionally accepting challenges from lesser opponents. So Mickey initially wants no part of it. So soon he leaves, but Rocky catches up with him and confesses that he handpicked the opponents for Rocky's title defenses in order to spare him from another being of the kind that Creed gave him in their rematch. He explains that Lang is young and powerful, and most of all, he's hungry. That Rocky won't last 3 rounds with him. Apparently, he feels that he has lost his edge, became civilized. So now knowing that he never really defended his title against the best opponents, he convinces Mickey to work with him one last time for one last fight. So apparently, Rocky trains and what have you, and well, Lang trains real hard. Soon they meet in Philadelphia at the Spectrum, but Mickey is violently shot by Lang, causing him to suffer a heart attack, which later proves fatal. Rocky wants to call the match up, but Mickey urges him on while he stays in the dressing room. Boy, Rocky is enraged and severely distracted by the condition his mentor is in. Well, match begins. Rocky really giving him several blows and what have you. But soon he takes charge, Lang does, dominating Rocky and knocking him out with a haymaker left hook in the second round, winning the championship in no time. Yeah, it's just... Yeah, Rocky's... After the match, Rocky tells an exhausted Mickey that the match ended in a second round knockout, without saying who the victor was, and Mickey falsely believes Rocky won and then dies. Lapsing into severe depression, Rocky mourns over Mickey's death. Rocky is really upset and what have you. Now, after... Well, he sees him at the match before taking on Lang. Apollo shows up. Yes, and he tells him he doesn't want to do anymore. He's retired. But he explains when he beat him in that rematch, he was, well, everyone was completely, well, shocked and what have you. But he told him that his manager died on him, well, do stuff for the wrong reasons, but it wasn't that. He lost his edge. And he explains, when we fought, you had the eye of the tiger and you had the edge. And now you've got to get it back. And the way you get it back is to go back to the beginning. Rocky's just like, why'd you have to come here? It's like, I got a plan. Get back in it. Eye of the tiger. You got me curious. You got me curious. Yeah. So, well, he offers to help train Rocky for a rematch against Lang in exchange for a future favor, which he accepts. Well, apparently, he takes him to the gym where he once trained, the Tough Gym in L.A., so Apollo, along with his former trainer, Tony Duke Evers, infuses Rocky's brawling style with more of Apollo's trademark footwork, skill, and speed to become more of a complete fighter. First, Rocky is too distracted and demoralized to put forth his best effort, infuriating Apollo, but he regains his momentum after Adrian helps Rocky come to terms with Mickey's death. So, evidently, it goes for the best. So, the train goes through pretty darn well for Rocky. Well, Lang refuses a rematch, but he'd be more than happy to do this. Well, Apollo says when this is all over, we're just going to agree apology. Yep. So, let's see. I gotta remember what he said. I apologize for taking a slight pause here. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was trying to find the lines and I keep forgetting some of these good lines. I do apologize. Now they're about to go up for the rematch in Madison Square Garden. Clubber's being interviewed by this guy. What's your prediction for this? Like, my prediction? Yes, your prediction. Pain. Yeah. And they are introduced and we soon get to ready for the battle. Clubber's like, I'm gonna bust you up. And Rocky's just like, go for it. So, we get ready as the match begins for the rematch. And, well, with Apollo, Duke, and Polly as his crew, they managed to help him out and what have you. So, and also Apollo lends Rocky his flag trunks from the first movie. So, he sprints from his corner, battering Lang with a level of skill and spirit that no one ever expected. Oh, and forgive me, I'm going to go with more of the ending, so you got 5 seconds to stop this, okay? Okay, you were warned. If you've not seen this, shame, shame, shame. Okay. And where was I? Oh, yes. Now, Rocky completely dominates the first round, leaving Lang enraged and bewildered after the bell. But he soon gains the upper hand the second round. But Rocky adopts an entirely different strategy that bewilders him by intentionally taking a beating from him, even getting knocked down twice, all the while taunting Lang that he cannot knock him out. By the third round, Lang, who is used to winning matches swiftly with knockouts in the early rounds, becomes increasingly furious over Rocky's taunts. quickly exhausts his energy trying to finish Rocky off with repeated knockout blows, which Rocky blocks or dodges. Yeah, he was getting the eye of the tiger now. With him round and vulnerable, Rocky seizes the opportunity to finish him up with a flurry of punches, culminating in a brutal knockout and reclaiming the heavyweight championship. Well, afterwards, Rocky fulfills Apollo's favor. A closed-door rematch with him. The film concludes with both fighters throwing their first punch simultaneously. Yeah, too bad they had to get old. Yeah, that's just kind of like what Paul says to Rocky as they get ready to. And Rocky's like, "Want to ring the bell?" And he's like, "Ding, ding." And up they go. And yeah, that's how the story goes. Anyway, now then. Now, I absolutely loved Rocky 3. I think it's my absolute favorite of the franchise, but I can't guarantee you that. You're going to have to wait until I do my ranking of the franchise next week, because I've still got 5 more movies in the Rocky franchise to review. 3 more Rocky movies plus the 2 Creed movies. But anyway, I absolutely think the story was absolutely good. I like the cast. Of course, Sylvester Stallone. Carl Weathers does an exceptionally good job as Apollo Creed once more. Talia Shire, Burt Young, everyone was absolutely great. It was sad that we lost Mickey later, well, early into the movie, so you know that. But I'm sure tons of y'all have seen Rocky 3. Now, the music's good as well. Because I know Bill Conti was once again did the score for this, just like he did with most of the Rocky movies. Anyway, Sly once again does a great job in directing and his writing of the story, etc., 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 etc. Enough said. Now, of course, Eye of the Tiger, which became a monster hit for Survivor, is exceptionally good, and I love it. Now, while the Spy was up for the worst new actor from the Razzies, I still think Mr. T was exceptionally good as Clubber Lang. I mean, while I still may like him more as BA on the A-Team, or heck as himself in his animated series, this was just exceptionally good. Would I recommend Rocky 3? Hell yeah! This is a good movie. You need to see it if you haven't. If you made it through this without hearing my warning, I'm sorry. But anyway, that'll do it for my review of Rocky 3. I do hope you enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching. Now, if you liked this movie, tell me what you thought about Rocky 3 in the comments section. Did you like this movie? Or where would you rank this in the franchise? But anyway, thank you again for watching my review of Rocky 3. Now, if you liked what you saw, you can check out these other reviews. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of the first Rocky movie. In the bottom left-hand corner, I'm going to put up a special one, a playlist for Mr. Stallone's other big franchise, the Rambo franchise. If you would like to see my reviews and ranking for the Rambo franchise. And the upper right-hand corner is my review of Rocky 2 that I recently did. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe for more fun with more the Big D. Thank you again for watching my review of Rocky 3. Join me again next time when I review Rocky 4 from 1985. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya.